People, I have spent over $1,000 this month on manga, so I am feeling poor. And by poor, I mean rich, because I am Sloth Daddy Warbucks. This haul is huge and insane, and there might even be a hidden giveaway, but who knows? Watch and find out. Let's go. All right, got the mat down. We got huge stacks of manga, and people, my manga hauls are super diverse. So get out that pen and paper. You're gonna see stuff you may never have seen before. Let's go. Starting off here, one of my wife's series is The Accomplishments of the Duke's Daughter, volume 4, 5, and 6. These have nice covers. I like how these look. I don't have any of the other ones around me, but I wonder if the name goes from left to right. You know, left, right, left, right. Let's check out the backs. They look nice too. Good series so far. We have Galaxy Next Door volume 6, and this just looks like the last volume of the series. So it definitely looks like a last volume for the series, and that is because Bing, and now it's an anime. So if you're looking for a easy to collect 6 volume or less series, I definitely recommend Galaxy Next Door. It is great. Then we have One Piece Ace's Story volume 2, and this is the final volume of this. So if you were looking to buy this, they have the 2 novels of this, Ace's Story 1 and 2, and the manga version 1 and 2, and they differ a little bit. So if you want to get the full thing, you're definitely going to want to read it. Also, this was a good volume. This is obviously art by Boichi, so the art is just baller. And like, are you serious? If you know, you know. But this, it was really good. I really like it. Then we have a new series here, Sketchy 1 and 2. These are pretty basic covers and spines and backs, but man, they just feel right. They feel good. I like them, and I like how they look. It's kind of like a art piece, and it looks like they're gonna have a nice color tone on the spines and books, not the super duper pop in your face colors, which I like. This is good, very good so far. Speaking of good, we have a man and a cat, and a lot more cats with another man. So on theme, Man and His Cat volume 11, great series. Not a cat guy, like I've said a million times, not a cat guy, but I will read this until the pages fall off. New series here. Let's see if I can pronounce it. Hira Yasumi. I believe that sounds pretty good. Hira Yasumi. This one, just right off the bat, just looks slice of lifey, and I know my wife read this and she did quite enjoy this. A very good volume 1. New series, calm, chill, good. Definitely want to try that out. Then we have Kimono Jihen. This volume was pretty crazy. We got some new cool stuff showing up and happening. That sounds extremely vague, but that is what I gotta do to prevent spoilers. But this is really good. I like this series. Insomniacs After School number 6. Nice looking cover there. It looks like they're like at Stonehenge or something. Like, so what is that going on in the background? 6 volumes out so far. We have our first IZE Press colored volume here with the Remarried Empress with that bling on the front. Heavy all in color volume. Then we have Akane Banashi number 6. This one might have came out a little bit ago. I'm just slow to get it, I think. Might have been delayed or on pre-order. Maybe I returned it or something. I can't remember, but late to the party with this one. Good series. Also number 6. Does anybody else notice that when like your series start lining up and there's like months when you have like 10 number 4s or 5 number 5s, like they're all just like going with each other? That happens a lot. That happens a lot, at least to me. Another accomplishments of the Duke's Daughter. Let's just pretend that was in this stack. I'll show you the thing here. Forgot about that one. We got Rainbow Days 1 and 2. These were, I can't remember. I can't even remember where I buy all this manga from. Where does it come from? It just keeps showing up to my house. Picked these out for my wife. Yeah, she liked these. Newish series. I think I ordered more of these. Then we have a Tokyo Pop here, A Fallen Daughter of the Duke, Volume 5. Very rainbowy. Tokyo Pop, if you're listening, I know this is your thing, but man, I just don't want this blob on the top of all the Tokyo Pops. You know, keep your symbol like everybody else at the top or the bottom, but man, you take up like 20% of the thing. Witch Hat Atelier number 12. Good volume. Some of these come in and I got to do a little quick return or something. We got one without damage here. Great covers and backs and spines. I mean, just if you don't know about Witch Hat Atelier, you're gonna want to get on it. You know, anime's coming, and the manga is wonderful, of course. Then we have the GOAT, the Triple B, the Baby Bears Bakery. This is volume 2. Look at that cute little bun. It's got a little hat on. Baby Bears Bakery is legitness, like kind of like super calm, story of the day type, episodic, but super cute. Speaking of very good, I want to say right now, I appreciate you all watching and talking to me and subscribing and liking my videos and commenting. It means the world to me. I do not tell you enough. Sloth loves you. Thank you for all your support. Let's keep on rolling. My status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. Obviously. Duh. Number 5. Been a while since one of these has came out. Some of these print runs, whether they're hiatuses or they're just slow or something, man, just like one a year, one every year and a half. My gosh, I almost have to go back and read the whole series over again. How am I supposed to remember what the heck is going on in these? But I did remember what was happening, and this was a good book. Can I keep shaking this book? Is anybody trying to read what this book is? Let me keep shaking it. We got Drifting Dragons number 16. Giant bummer here. Huge bummer. I don't know if the last one was like this too, but this one, you can't tell, but it's very smooth and nice feeling. Now that might be fine, but they all the other ones have like a matte finish, and it feels so much better with the matte finish. This one kind of is not great, and that spine is like off. It kind of like goes down. That bugs me. But Drifting Dragons is super awesome. Look at that art. It's like super cool. Oh, what's going on there? Spoils. We have One Dance number 9. Another person busting a move on there. Looks pretty cool. I like the words. They stand out pretty good. But I'm wondering, is this person's name Coffee? There's no way this person's name is Coffee. There's just no way. Then we have Gazing at the Star Next Door number 2. Look at this girl's like little tiny face. It's like squish. Good series so far. Only 2 volumes. Easy to hop in and try it out if you are interested in trying this out, or any of the volumes or manga I've been showing you. Let me know down in the comments what you think looks sweet, or if you got a question about any of them. Keeping on with new volumes and new series, we have Bless number 1. That is right, new series here. Bless. Kind of cool. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but that is kind of sweet that the white goes down the middle and it's thinner, and then the back and the front kind of overlap onto the spine. Now that's gonna create a cool effect if there's a lot of them, but it also needs the company to print the spines all uniform and have good quality control. Then we got Kingdoms of Ruin number 8. This is a 7 Seas one. Been a little bit, I think, since I had one of these, maybe. Series is, you know, kind of okay-ish, but it's definitely getting a lot better. Super action-packed. Cool. My Isekai Life 13. I like how quick these come out, and maybe they aren't coming out quick. It just feels like it. This is Square Enix manga. Now, I have praised Square Enix manga in previous manga hauls. I've also not praised them in many manga hauls because of their paper quality and the way they feel. This one just reverted. It went back to the stiff as a board, you know, not very good to flip through, and when you flip through it, it gets like waves in the pages since they're so stiff. I've said this before, it feels like it was like the whole volume was like moist at one time, and then it just got dried and flattened, and it just feels kind of like that. But the series is great. Then we have a series that I can never pronounce, Goku Rakugai. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. That might be the one. Goku Rakugai. Volume 2. Nice color, nice cover. cover looks pretty good. Series is okay. So far, not the best, not the worst. I have a feeling this is gonna be good, like super, like a lot better in the future. But right now, it feels like semi-episodic, and then you're learning some things and some characters and they're going together. You know, it's not 100% episodic, but it's getting there. Hopefully it keeps getting better. We have Elden Ring, The Road to the Erd Tree, Volume 3. This is obviously based on the Elden Ring game. The artwork in this is insane. It's super awesome. That dude is drawn like a baller. Story's pretty good and funny. We have Mao number 17. Every time I have a haul, I feel like one of these is in it. Maybe it's just because I keep saying that. I gotta try not to say it next time. But 17 volumes. It's a lot. We have I'm in Love with a Villainess Volume 4 and 3 and 4. These have great covers. They just look like super nice and like planned out and drawn well. I like them. Series is very good, and it's like a very feel-good manga. I think there's not a ton of these out. I think only like 6 are out maybe. So easy to hop into, really good. Another new one, not a new series, but a new one we picked up is The Young Master's Revenge. Number 1, Shoujo Beat here. Wife is trying this one. She thought Volume 1 was pretty good, and it was funny. Then we have It Takes Two Tomorrow 2, number 3. This is by One Piece Books, and One Piece Books is killing it because this series is awesome. What a great series they picked up. Definitely recommend this one very highly. Really good. How often do we see Black Butlers? Not that often. This is 33 volumes. They've definitely been slowing down over the years with the Black Butlers, but it's still a very strong, very good series, and characters and story is great, so hopefully it keeps going strong. Then we have Queen's Quality 19, which is also QQ Sweeper. If you're looking to start the series, start with QQ Sweeper, then it goes into Queen's Quality. It's, you know, they all go together. Good series, definitely worth a read. Speaking of worth a read, we got Shoha Shoten number 5. This series is good. Check out that kid in the pink's face. It bugs me. That mouth, like, bruh, you are a creep. And without those bangs, like if you envision those bangs like pulled back, you got like a bowling ball head. You got some 5-head stuff going on underneath there. We got some action here. The Blue Wolves of Maibu number 2. This one feels pretty chunky. Definitely a series you should pick up and try if you are a fan of samurai stuff, Shinsengumi things. Worth a try. We got Twin Star Exorcist 31, and obviously they go on with the black white spines, which looks really cool on the shelves. This is a shonen that not enough people are talking about. This shonen is better than a lot of mainstream shonens that people read. The art is good and the action is aplenty. And awesome. Speaking of action, we got chickens, we got roosters, and they are fighting. Rooster fighter. This is volume 6. This is the epitome of reading something just for fun, and it's not a slow read, and it's just fine. You know, it's not great, but it's definitely not bad. It's just, you know, just an average, enjoyable, quick read that you can just have fun with. I mean, it's Rooster Fighter. Come on. I mean, come on. Come on. Then you got Bocchi the Rock Volume 3 in one of the thinnest volumes ever created in mankind. And this one is busted. What happened here? Oh man. It's a tiny volume and busted. Not great. I believe this is getting dropped also. My wife is just not enjoying it. Maybe it'll be more up your alley. It is not the greatest. Shonen Note number 7. Really like the cover and the back. It looks great. Looks really nice. Now this series is awesome. Definitely recommend this one. Steel of the Celestial Shadows. This almost just looks like a novel or a book. This is volume 2. Volume 1 you've seen me pick up in a shopping video. So volume 2 is here now. We have Not So Wicked Stepmom, another IZE press. Very heavy. you get a lot of book, it feels like. All in color. This series is Dece. Another big book, How I Met My Soulmate, number 3. Everything's great except for that spine. Man, that spine is, holy cow, that spine is garbage. Look at that. Let me stick it next to something. Oh my gosh. You're not supposed to be seeing purples and pinks there. I'm just letting you know. This line here, not supposed to be here. Yikes. Yikes. Come on. How hard is it to just center the book? Apparently pretty hard. Then I'm continuing picking up the Helsing singles. I'll show them to you here. I just really like how they look. I used to have the singles, sold them. Now I have the deluxe editions, but I seen these getting reprinted and I'm like, man, I'm gonna double dip and buy them because In Stock Trades was having them cheap. I think all these were like between $4 and $6, so pretty cheap. 8's out right now. I think 9 and 10 still need to be reprinted, but it just looks right. It looks good. Next up, we have a chunk of all yen press manga. Look at that, all yen press, and I am going to be giving some of these away. So if you are interested in one of these, it's very simple. All you have to do is be a subscriber, click that bell icon, hit the like button on this video. So all the normal things you do. If you want extra chances to win manga, you can join my Discord server down below. I do collection reviews and do extra different giveaways, and also my Instagram down below. I do other giveaways and show off extra manga content, and you have to comment down below. I'm picking winners from the comments, and to win you have to answer one of the questions that I ask in this video. And just so you know, not all of these are PG. We have some wrapped ones that are for big people, adults. Let's keep going. Then we have Mashal number 16. Continuing with this maybe the anime is better than the manga, but the manga is very mid. I mean, it's extremely mid. The first time I reviewed this many years ago, I said it was like One Punch Man and Black Clover had a baby and they sent it to Hogwarts. It just feels like it is so close to copywriting so many series. It's not great. It's definitely a shut your brain off. The story's not, you know, very good. I'm not giving this very much props here. It's a fun read. It's just very, you know, mid. Then we have Tengen Hero Wars. This series reminds me of Record of Ragnarok. Obviously has similar covers. I talked about this here in my video of manga you need to be reading in 2024. This is a pretty sweet series. We have My Lovesick Life as a 90s Otaku. This series is great. What a super awesome series. And especially if you were born or came from the 90s or older, you're gonna know a lot of these things and enjoy it too. Here's a new one, The Perks of Being an S-Class Heroine. Look at that bling on there. Bling, bling, bling. Volume 1, all in cover, IZE Press. Good. Here we have Cat Eye Boy 1 and 2. Now, I think I've showed off one of these volumes before in a haul, but here's what happened. I bought Volume 2 twice. Now, why did I do that? I thought I had Volume 1 and I needed a Volume 2, so I bought a Volume 2, but I already had a Volume 2, so now I had 2 Volume 2s, and I actually needed a Volume 1. My gosh, I'm so dumb. But I'm happy to have Cat Eye Boy. Umez is a great writer and his stories are always awesome. Speaking of awesome and peakage and goatage, we have Magus the Library number 7. Look at that cover. Look at that cover. It's awesome. Magus the Library is wonderful. Such an amazing series. I promote this volume. Everyone go out and get Magus of the Library and start reading it. It is such a good stinking series. I love it. I also am falling in love with Sungumi Project, if I'm saying that right, number 5. This volume cover looks sick. It almost looks like a Christmas volume or something, and it's definitely not. This series has been freaking awesome. And this volume, the last 2 volumes have just been knocking it out of the park. Volume 1, Volume 2, you know, you're getting into it. It's not bad. It's not the greatest thing you've ever read. Volume 3, you're like, okay, stuff's starting to go. And Volume 4 and 5, it's like pow, 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 pow. So good. The Great Cleric number 9. Who reads manga and says to themselves ever, or even thinks, I wish there was more action, or I wish there was more talking, I wish there was more something in here. You're not talking about character development or something specific to what they're doing. You just want more of an action. I want more talk. If it's all action, you want more talking. If it's too slice of life, you want more action. Whatever. This one, I want more action. It is just talk. But that was my complaint. But then I kept reading it, and it was actually extremely enjoyable. And I go, okay, I was just being a big stupid sloth baby. The story and the characters are very good. Volume 8 and 9, very little action going on. It was so much better than I was thinking. I was just being a complainer. Here we have Full Night number 1, and you will see this being talked about in my manga you need to read in 2024 that I showed up at the top earlier. I went into this 100% blind. I barely even read the back and didn't do a ton of research. I knew basically what it was about because I did the video, but I went in as blind as I could, and I did not think it was going to be about what it actually is about, and that's surprising. And it's very good. Very, very cool. Volume 1. I am actually very excited to see where it goes and what is going to happen to these characters. Extremely vague, yes, but I think it is definitely worth a pickup. A lot more manga to get through. We got Black Knight Parade Volume 3. Now, I read Volume 1 and I did not think it was great. I thought it was below average and it didn't impress me. This is Hikaru Nakamura, and if you know him, he writes a lot of other manga that people really like, Arakawa Under the Bridge and other things like that. So he has a crazy writing style. And Volume 2 was much better, and Volume 3 even better. Now that we're getting into the story and the characters and a lot of stuff's happening, and don't worry, it is crazy. You're gonna be like, WTF, like 300 times when you read this series. But Volume 2 and 3 redeemed themselves, and I'll be reading this a lot more now. Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest, number 18. Still continuing with this with the Hard as Rock Square Enix paper. You could build a house out of this paper and it wouldn't fall down. The Knight Captain is the new princess to be. Dun dun dun. Volume 3. This looks like a cute series. My wife likes this series so far. The King's Beast Volume 13. Can't believe there's already 13 of these volumes. Jeez Louise. But the series is D's+. Now here's one we haven't seen in a long time. The Faraway Paladin Omnibus number 5. Gotta say, J Novel Club, congratulations. Your print quality is just baller. This feels wonderful. It just feels absolutely wonderful. This manga is great. I recommend this one wholeheartedly. Definitely go and try it. What a great manga so far. 5 volumes, 5 little omnibuses, and it also is in a hardcover novel form, which looks great too if you are more of the reader type. Oshinoko number 6. Still going with this. I think I was late to the party with this. This was delayed a lot. I think I had like 2 volumes get shipped to me and they were just like beat to heck. So about time I got one of these. Snow White with Red Hair number 26. Very skimpy volume. I know this is a extremely popular series, and I know the mangaka was on hiatus. I could be wrong, but I believe she's back now, but it's just slow going. And if she's not back, then it's even slower going. We have a dark gritty seinen here, Skip and Loafer. If you like dark gritty seinens like Blade of the Immortal and Helsing and stuff, this is going to be right up your alley. Number 9. I like the green spine with the watermelon. Super good. So I'm a Spider, So What? Been a while since we had one of these. Volume 13. Continuing with that. Sakura Saku. If I'm saying that right. This is a nice looking watercolory. Look how nice that looks. Very watercolory. Volume 3. We have a Terrified Teacher at Goal School Volume 1. This one is not read. I do not know anything about this one, and the reason is this is a recommendation from the people. I'm going to be doing a video on new series I've never read that I've been recommended. So this is a volume 1 that someone recommended to me on Instagram. I did a questionnaire poll on Instagram. I'm asking the people for volume 1 recommendations, and if I do not have them and have not read them, I will buy them, I will read them, and I will be making a video on all all the brand new manga that the people wanted the Manga Sloth to read. So definitely get in on that and keep an eye open on Discord and Instagram too. We have Sakamoto Days number 12. The covers on these are just awesome. Sakamoto Days is just like knocking it out of the park. Super great series. We have the NPCs in this village sim game must be real volume 6, and it is complete at 6 volumes. What a great 6 volumes of manga. I definitely recommend you pick this up. 6 volumes, complete whole series. There is a light novel version of this too, which is really popular and good. So I recommend that too if you want to read it. But the NPCs in this village sim game must be real. 6 volumes. I enjoyed this a lot. It was very good. Then we have, as a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Nice one-word title, volume 10. This series is super awesome. Then we got Ragna Crimson, volume 12. Uh-oh, look at that. Look at that. You want to know what's going on there? You're gonna have to read it. Series is sweet. Like this series. Speaking of sweet, I got 2 JoJo's here. This is JoJo's Part 6, Stone Ocean, and got 2 volumes here, number 3 and number 4. I am reading the JoJo's 2 at a time together. It's more enjoyable for me, and it's a lot easier now that they come out every 2 months instead of every 3 months. And Stone Ocean so far, this Part 6 has been wonderful. And speaking of wonderful, we got Fist of the North Star, volume 13. My gosh, this series is so freaking good. It is just action-packed, super awesome, and you know what? I like the story. The story is really good. I hear people say, and I said early on, this is a shut your brain off and have fun, and I still rated it high back then. No, the story is good, the characters are sweet, and the battles and the fights and everything is just stuff you don't see anywhere else. Man, and these hardcovers with the blood splatters that connect to other volumes and stuff, peak. Coming up, I'm doing a reaction stream where I react to your manga collections, whether you have 1 manga or 10 billion manga. I will react to them. If you would like to get in on that, you can join my Discord server down below and join the Sloth community where we talk and enjoy everything that is manga and anime related. And you can stay on top of my videos and the extra things I do, extra giveaways, extra videos, extra streams. Thank you all for taking the time and watching my video. I appreciate it. Please consider subscribing to me. I have so much cool stuff coming out in the future you do not want to miss. Hit that bell icon. Thank you. Sloth loves you. I'll see you next time.